Members of the committee, good morning. As the chairman said, my name is Peter Groff. I'm a visiting fellow at Johns Hopkins School of Education in Baltimore, Maryland, former president of the Colorado Senate, former appointee in President Obama's administration, and the former CEO of the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools. I'm honored to be here this morning to speak on behalf of Senate Bill 619, but also to kind of give my thoughts on the positive impact that I've seen that cyber schools are having on public education. Clearly, cyber schools have seen tremendous growth in recent years. Part of that growth, I believe, has been fueled by the knowledge that every child is different, not all children learn the same, and that every single child, if you give them the right opportunity, give them the right fit academically, can achieve. The acceptance of that knowledge has spurred real great innovation within public schools over the last 10 to 15 years, including cyber schools. According to INACOL, which is the International Association of K-12 Online Learning, 39 states now have virtual schools or some state-led online initiatives. Last year, 75% of the 14,000 plus school districts in this country had at least one or more students enrolled in online and blended courses. INACOL also estimates that about 1.5 million K-12 students are enrolled in online courses as of 2009. What we've learned during this expansion of online learning in cyber schools is that high-quality cyber schools are benefiting students across this country in a variety of ways. During my time with the Obama administration and my time as president of the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools, I traveled well over 100,000 miles across this country and visited high-quality cyber schools in urban areas, in suburban areas, and in rural areas. And I saw that they are driving achievement and preparing students for college and a career. Many students that I encountered were grade levels behind, sometimes 3 and 4 years behind their peers, and some were dropouts trying to recover credit. But what I noticed and what they shared with me during my travels is that while they were behind, they are now growing and experiencing academic growth. And while some of these schools are not making AYP, we do know that that model, the AYP model, is broken. The U.S. Secretary of Education has warned that most schools, regardless of delivery mechanism, can't meet AYP. The growth that many cyber students have shown is, I think, a better measure of the school's success, which is why you have so many states now asking the Secretary for a waiver from AYP. High-quality cyber schools are challenging and offering a rigorous model that requires a lot of effort from students, teachers, and parents to succeed. That academic growth would be enough. But what I saw during my travels was, I think, a unique preparation that really is amazing. I saw kids that were extremely self-directed and engaging in problem-solving skills that drastically improved their analytical skills. I saw students that were dramatically improving in their time management abilities and becoming more responsible, at least according to their parents and guardians. I saw that these increased skill levels are really preparing kids for the global economy and workplace that will be their future, which will be driven by technology. Brick and mortar colleges and universities are now requiring students have laptops, and many are posting assignments and lectures and readings online, and that does not even include the expansion of online college opportunities. Online students will be better positioned, I think, for many of the businesses that you now see using online avenues to train their employees or even engage in professional development. The other reason I think that there is a tremendous growth in this area has been sparked by parents looking for another opportunity to find the right fit within the public school system to educate their children. During my tenure in the Colorado Senate, parents in my district, which was the most diverse district in the state, Northeast Denver, I don't know how many of you know much about Denver, but we had a lot of at-risk kids in that area. Those parents were demanding more high-quality public school options, including the cyber option. Those parents look for a variety of reasons for those different options. Sometimes transportation, and we had open choice in Colorado. So if you could get there, you could go to school there as long as there was space for you. But sometimes they didn't have the transportation to get to that high-quality option, or the neighborhood school that they were assigned to was not safe, or their student had special needs. So I tried to respond to my constituents' request. I had supported public choice options before, and so we looked to then create more cyber opportunities for those parents that were making that request. But we wanted to do so in a high-quality option. In Colorado, we had strong authorizers and a good regulatory environment that was producing high-quality brick-and-mortar charter schools, and so we thought we had a very strong foundation for the expansion of these cyber school options. That strong statutory foundation helped to mitigate some of the concerns about growing the cyber sector that would impact overall quality of the public school choice options that we had in the state. That strong foundation strengthened the quality of the new options, as you just heard, that there are some issues that are now being dealt with because we had such a strong statutory foundation. And the Colorado State Board and the legislature now beginning to drive even more accountability and more equality because of that strong foundation that was built before. That strong foundation does not compare, though, to the incredibly strong statutory foundation that you have here in Michigan. During my time as CEO of the National Alliance, I saw firsthand how strong the authorizers are and how good the regulatory environment here is in Michigan. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, the National Alliance produced its 2012 model law rankings, which judges the strength of the 42 charter laws across the country, and Michigan had the 10th strongest law in the country. The National Association of Charter School Authorizers, or NACSA as it's known, is based in Chicago, constantly ranks Michigan in the top 5 of authorizer strength. You also now have that great ability as policymakers to look at hindsight and figure out what is the best practices, what are the best practices out there to create a stronger foundation for these cyber schools to succeed. The incredibly strong law here in Michigan can allow you to lift the cap and allow more cyber options for students, and the quality of your public school choice programs will not suffer. As a former legislator and as a father, I understand that online schools are not for every student, but I've seen them work for many kids, including kids that have been bullied, kids that have fallen behind in traditional schools, advanced learners that feel that they're being held back, and children with special needs that need a more personalized learning program in a safe and comfortable learning setting. High-quality cyber schools offer parents and students a lifeline, an opportunity for their child, the chance to choose another type of public school that fits their child's talents, their circumstances, and allows them to fulfill their dreams in a way that brick-and-mortar schools cannot. 10,000 parents right now in Michigan want this opportunity for their child, the chance to choose another type of public school that fits their children's talents and circumstances and sets them on the path to fulfill their dreams. They need that lifeline, and I hope that you will offer that lifeline to Michigan students and parents and pass Senate Bill 619. Be glad to answer any questions.
Thank you very much.